MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, MegaPodlings. Krazy Joe here, and I have some exciting news, breaking news, in that I literally just found out about it minutes ago. So, I don't know how long ago the news came out, but I just got the news, and I'm immediately passing it on to you. Stranger Things is coming back for a third season. We all know that. But there's a really cool pop culture tie-in. For those of you who are younger, you may not remember this, or you may have heard the legends. But those of my generation, we were there. We remember it firsthand. In 1985, the Coca-Cola Company changed the formula for Coke, and a product called New Coke hit the market. New Coke was a flop. And soon after, the original formula Coke came back on the market under the new name Coca-Cola Classic. Well, those of you who watch Stranger Things know the show is set in the 1980s, and the third season, New Coke is going to feature on the show. And this is a very cool little pop culture thing. New Coke is coming back as a tie-in for the show. You'll be able to get New Coke. Now, I'm reading conflicting reports online as to how to get the New Coke. Some websites are saying you're going to have to order it exclusively online. Others are saying it's going to be for sale at Atlanta's World of Coke. They have like a Coke tour in Atlanta because that's, I guess, where their main factory is. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in Atlanta for Dragon Con this August. So hopefully there's still some New Coke left when I get there. But this is a really cool little tie-in. It's a limited edition thing. Apparently the Coca-Cola Company is making 500,000 cans, and I guess I'm reading conflicting reports that there's a couple different ways you'll be able to get it. Now, to those of you who don't know about New Coke, here's the story. In the 80s, there was something called the Pepsi Challenge. Coke was the best-selling soda, and Pepsi came up with something called the Pepsi Challenge, where they would go to public places and have people taste test Coke and Pepsi, but it was a blind taste test. You didn't know what you were having, and more people were choosing Pepsi over Coke. So as a result, Coke decided to change their formula to taste more like Pepsi. It didn't go over well because Pepsi drinkers are already drinking Pepsi, and Coke drinkers didn't want the Pepsi. They were Coke drinkers. So it wasn't a good decision. But it didn't taste bad. It really didn't. It was actually pretty good. It just didn't taste like Coke. So if you were a Coke drinker, you weren't going to be happy because you wanted the taste of Coke. You weren't getting the taste of Coke. Now, what they created, it didn't taste bad, though. It did taste a little sweeter, a little more like Pepsi. But again, the Pepsi market was buying Pepsi already. They didn't want a Coke that tasted like Pepsi. They wanted Pepsi. And the Coke market, they didn't want a Coke that tasted like Pepsi because they like Coke. So it really didn't work. But it's a cool little thing that it's coming back temporarily. So I'm excited. And I love it when companies do this kind of little promotion. So I watch this channel. We will try to find some Coke. We will try to find some New Coke when it hits the market. And, when Crystal Pepsi came back the first year, it comes back every year now. But the first year Crystal Pepsi came back, I did a video where I went from store to store trying to find Crystal Pepsi. We'll see. I'll try to get my hands on some New Coke, and we'll document it here. But I'm excited. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas
with the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open, it's a trap.
Oh no,
It's a trap. Some people call them PJs. Some people call them
jammies.
They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.